Greetings YouTube, this is Sir Zesto back with another episode of Star Fox Adventures. Last time we went to the DarkIce Mines, and then we lost Tricky. This time we're hopefully going to find Tricky and end off this area. So as you start out here, you'll find that this is a very small area. And right there we opened up that doorway. Completely forgot that got opened up with enemies. So we can't do anything here because we need Tricky's Sling Command. But if you listen closely, you should be able to hear Tricky. Right there, it says help me. So what you need to do is you need to go this way through the rotating pillars of flame. And here you'll find Tricky, but we can't get inside. So he's trapped there, and then over here we have a snow horn that's trapped, so we need a gold and silver key. So what you want to do is jump down here. And go over here. There it is. And now that we're up here at the boost pad, that's kind of awesome. He totally still said yeah when I went up the boost pad. That is epic. Watch out for that boulder. I don't think it can. Yep, it doesn't crush you. But also if you touch the wall, apparently they're like lava walls or something, so they burn you. And now we have cannon firing at us. Yay! So this is actually right here, if I can quickly. Here's the silver key, but that's the main room, and we'll be getting into that later, but that's the main area of the mine portion of DarkIce Mines. So here we have the silver key, so now we can go unlock Tricky's cell door. And then from there we can go get the gold prison key from the iced off area that we saw earlier. And also, I don't know how this works. The shield protects you from the boulder, but the boulder still goes right through you. I don't know how that works. Maybe the shield isn't really a shield, it just is like some weird space-time thing. I don't know. If you guys actually know if there's an article that explains Crystal's origins or how Crystal's staff works, please let me know. I researched a bunch, and believe it or not, the planet that Crystal is from, that's mentioned at the beginning, is actually named. I forget what the name is, but she left in search of her parents, which it talks about, and there's a bunch of speculation about it. But once again, speculation doesn't do much good in the gaming community, and Star Fox is not exactly one of Nintendo's biggest franchises, so they haven't really put any resources into it.
Fox! I lost you in the blizzard! Some shark claws found me and threw me in that stinky cell!
Maybe if you hadn't run ahead, you wouldn't have gotten lost. Gasps! Logic! Whoa, that's close. But yeah, so shoot me a comment or even a video response explaining Crystal's origins. That would be rad, or any theories that you guys may find. I am definitely, I like to look at theories, like Zelda theories are a big thing for me. You may have noticed one of my subscriptions is game theory and film theory, or that'd be 2 subscriptions. I can't do math. 1 + 1 = 1, guys. Math fact for the day from Sir Zesto, YouTube approved. So now we have the gold key, we can go and we can get that snowhorn out of her cell. Sorry, I just wanted to let you guys listen to the music there for a second. Alright, so yeah, I know I said be action-packed, don't worry, I meant the big room that we saw. Once again, this is a little bit dull, but here we go, just talk to the big, furry, friendly snowhorn.
Who are you?
I am Fox, and this is the Crown Prince of the Earthwalkers. We've been sent by the Snowhorn Gatekeeper to find the Spellstone. Do you know where it's hidden?
My name is Belina Te. The Gatekeeper is my father. Did he send you to rescue me?
I'm sorry, Belina, but he feels you have betrayed the beliefs of the Gatekeepers. We were only sent to find the Spellstone.
The old fool. I had to save the tribe. If it wasn't for my father being a gatekeeper, none of this would have happened in the first place.
Belina! Are you there?
Listen carefully! Find a way to the bottom of the mine! I'll meet you there!
Alright, so now that we've met Belina Te, we need to meet her down in the mine. I'd just like to point out, if she can bust through this, like... Whoa, this is a super... Like, think about it. If, like, you compare Fox to men or something, like an average man, I think their waistline is, like, 30, 32 inches. That's a pretty decent... That's, like, 2 feet thick. She busts through a solid 2 feet thick wall. Why can't she get through this rubble? I mean, seriously. Nintendo logic, guys. Anyway, Nintendo logic aside, I don't know if you guys actually saw, but it looked like there was a fuel cell back there during the cutscene. I saw like a flash of blue. I've always wondered if there's one back there and if it was just never taken out, or if there's a secret way to get there. So, I don't know. Once again, video posts. I've been asking for a lot of those in this video, but yeah. Up here we finally have some action, some puzzle solving. So what you want to do is shoot down these green stalactites. I believe these are stalactites. I could never remember the difference between the two. Which was stalactites, which was stalagmites. But you need to jump over the now created platforms. Because everyone knows that stalactites triple in size when they fall in water, guys. That's just science. We get to see a really annoying bloop there that we're going to take care of. But now we need to do another one of these ice flow puzzles. That we found, like the one that we found at Snowhorn Waste, and here we can just go to the Snaplock. I really hate this puzzle. I almost died during my practice run actually trying to get through it. So I would recommend using caution. Stupid bloop. Kill a bloop first for one. But I recommend using caution when crossing this. Don't try to make hard jumps. Okay, that was just dumb. I'm glad I could get back up there. That was kind of sad, actually. Okay, so right here, that was an easy jump. Wait for one of those ice flows to be not right next to you. You'll overjump it. You want to wait for it to kind of, like, right there should be good. Yeah. So there's a lot of timing involved in this. That was a risky one, actually. So now we can just float on this there. But yeah, I'm actually surprised I got through that without being scathed at all. There's also this weird rock formation here where there's just, like, 2 eyeballs. I don't know if it was supposed to be some kind of skull ripoff. They never did the teeth, so I don't know. More Star Fox theories to be made, if there are some already. But moving on, if we go this way, we'll find a stone block, and this one, once again, this boggles my mind. You always see how big this stone block is. I'd say, like, if you do all the math, it's probably like 3 times Fox's weight or something. I don't know. But I just want to look at something really quick. Okay, there we go. My controller was, like, going in and out there for a second. But just look at that. Look at how big that is. There's no way that a stone block would become that. I don't care what like, there's no science that supports that, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm going to have to go research that, because now I'm wondering if there actually is science that supports that. But anyway, if you walk down here, then you will be led to a very long spiraling ramp that you can't jump off. Wait. Sorry. That you can't jump off of. There's another spiraling ramp here that you can't jump off of. But yeah, just jump off this. Or not. I guess I have to hit it at an angle. There we go. And you'll find 2 more Shuttle down here patrolling a fire pit. This at least makes sense because there's a gaping entrance. But seriously, these guys are not very good at patrolling. There's a reason why it took them forever to actually get the power to take over Dinosaur Planet. But now we find ourselves in the main area with another one of these conveyor belts and flames. I forgot about the flames. I don't know how I forgot about the flames, but if you time your rolling right, you can actually roll underneath them as you see me doing. I was doing so well. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult. And now we have here a ramp that we can't jump off. So if you go down this way, what's going to happen is that Belina Te is going to, spoiler, Belina Te is going to come out from right there. I don't know if you saw it, that cave right there. It just won't let us look in.
Belina!
You made it!
It hasn't been easy. Now where is that spellstone?
My father didn't say exactly where it was, but he knew that General Scales had hidden it somewhere close. Look carefully. I'm sure you and your little friend can find it before they do. Time is short. You must find the spellstone.
Okay, once again I have the question of how does she know what her father said about the spellstone, where the spellstone was, because her father's back down in Snowhorn Waste and she was taken up to DarkIce Mines. I'm not understanding the plot progression for this story very much anymore, now that I'm looking at it with a very analytical point of view. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. It's just kind of odd to me how the story progresses. Anyway, as you see, there are weird shadows moving up there. Those are some explosive barrels. I don't think we've encountered these yet. Oh wait, no, we have not encountered them yet. We will encounter them quite a few times throughout the course of this game, though. But what you want to do... Oh, dang it. How did I get... Seriously? Stupid explosion mechanics or whatever. Anyway, what you have to do is you have to take this fuel cell all the way up the spiral tower, I guess, all the way to the 3rd level, and you need to blow something up. So I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys listen to the awesome music. Alright, that was easy enough actually. On my first take I epically failed. So what you want to do here is you'll find a fuel cell icon. You want to put your fuel cell down, and then you want to go up this ladder and go up the ladder, not dance around the ladder. And when you get up here, the same cannon that was firing at us, as you can hear, will now be firing at us once more, trying to kill us as we go up the ladder. Fiends. So what you want to do is flip this lever switch, and that will make this plunger device go down, and like any other plunger, it plunges! And so this is not a commonly used mechanic, but it's honestly a pretty cool one because you can't carry cells everywhere, and so it makes for some interesting puzzles. I'm not going to do spoilers or anything, but then, well, I guess it is kind of a spoiler, but in the next area there's a really cool puzzle, or the next spellstone area I should say, there's a really cool puzzle that uses a timed fuel cell. And those plunger machines, I don't know what they're called. I should if you guys know what those are called, please let me know in the comments section. I am well versed in the ins and outs of the gameplay, but not necessarily the game itself. If you tell me Ocarina of Time, I can probably mention the name of every single enemy to you without issue. But yeah, believe it or not, we're actually a quarter of the way through the game already, which is a little surprising to me. This is a pretty short game. Like you would, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but we're only on the first spellstone and we're already a quarter of the way through the game. So we still have decent ways to go, but in 6 episodes, 5.5, we're a quarter of the way through the game. If you look at the start screen, you may have already noticed this. Before, I don't need that, I don't know why you got that. You may have noticed that there's a little percentage next to your file name, title, whatever. And that percentage actually tells you how much of the game you have completed. Along with that, if you click on your title, or not your file, there'll be 3 little bullet points, and those will tell you the last 3 major points of the game that you've completed. I almost got to put that barrel. That would be annoying. So yeah, all in all, it's a very nice way of tracking. I wish more games did that, where they let you know. I mean, like Legend of Zelda tells you how many hearts you have, heart containers, rupees, and that kind of stuff. But that's not really game progress per se, percentage-wise. I mean, if you know what the game, like if you've already played the game, then it's a useful tool. But besides that, it's not that great. And so once more, we have the ability to man, I guess? Man, a sharp claw cannon, and this guy just stares at us like an idiot. He was just about to scratch his head with his mace, which is another thing I don't understand. I understand that they're dinosaurs and their scales are like armor, but can you really scratch yourself with a spiked mace and not rub some scales off of it, really? And once more, we have Nintendo logic come into play where we shoot an X board on a stone pillar, and it magically makes a stone walkway. I totally hit that. You guys saw that. I totally hit that board. That was so weird. It makes a walkway appear out of lava. I don't know how that works. Some of this stuff is just, to me, a little bit too not out of bounds, but like out of the normal realm of physics, science, whatever. This is actually a funny thing. You will not die if you jump from here. I'm pretty sure. No, I died myself. There we go. It only does a half heart of damage. A half a heart, that's the same if we had jumped from right there. I'm pretty sure that would have also done a half heart of damage. I'm not going to go check it out, so you guys will either test it out yourselves or you'll just take my word for it. I went the wrong way. Great. But yes, I would recommend just avoiding the shark claw and the stupid mushkas, as they are called. I am finally saying the name because I watched my own videos and I figured it out. And so here we have a warp pad, and it says it warps you around the planet. Even though this really isn't a planet, it's a chunk of how do they survive? Once again, I question the logic behind this game. How does one survive on a chunk of a planet that's just floating in space? Well, and how does it have like all these things? How does it have its own gravitational pull? I mean, is Dinosaur Planet that massive when you compare it to the Great Fox, which I don't know the full measurements of the Great Fox, but it's not that big. It's pretty small, so I'm just slightly confused. Proportions. Here we have the boss Goblin, as you saw, and we need to, for some reason, unmelt him.
He's got the spell stone!
Alright, so now we get to have like a Ganon style fight. Wow, that was really fast. So you can, as you can see, like his tail back there, if you just shoot, it'll home in on it. Like that was, like right there, that was a good example. But yeah, just use your Fire Blaster will actually be used as the main weapon throughout this fight, stupid thing. But if you get too close, he'll do like that biting attack, I guess. But yeah, just try to create a decent amount of distance. But yeah, I don't know how that worked. So far we have great battle commentary, but now we just are in this guy's gut, I guess? I don't know I don't know anatomy very well. Especially not Galden anatomy. So once you do that, he will spit us back out. And somehow we're not covered in slime. We look like we're not in acidic body, what is it? Gastric acid is the word I was looking for. Shut up, Tricky. So now what we need to do is he'll fire these little green energy balls, I guess. Oh, watch out for those, by the way. Also, rocks will start falling to the ground, so you have a lot of things to avoid. You also have to avoid Tricky. And then when he does that, you fire a blaster, because you might have seen like his chest cavity open. I've actually never obviously I've never let him, oh my goodness. Tricky, stay. You guys might actually see the dying animation here. I am not doing very well. Okay, so I think you need to do this 4 times. I don't remember exactly. But I would recommend making Tricky stay so you don't run into him as you're trying to avoid these green orbs of death. Oh, shoot. Oh, you only have to do it 3 times. And he swallows us once more because that's his answer to everything. Also watch out for those little green light things. Those will hurt you if you get hit by them. And I will die at this point if I get hit by one, so. And also, now that we have gotten the spell stone in a very disgusting way, I just like to ask, why is he called the Boss Galden?
Oh no.
I mean, we don't ever... Once again, so much spoilers this video. Or past two videos. This is the same recording session. Sorry, I'm rambling over the epic death scene, but... why is he called the Boss Galden? You never find an enemy called the Galden, so why is he called the Boss Galden? Is that just a name, or... I always thought it was his actual species, but it might actually just be his name. Excuse you. More like a... That was more of a death gurgle than a death rattle. That was kind of weird.
Oh, you must forgive your father. You must work together to lead the Snowhorn tribe against Scales instead of fighting each other.
I will, Fox. Because of you, my people shall no longer live as slaves.
Okay, we'll see you soon. We gotta take this spellstone back to the planet.
Alright, so now we've seen Fox's very deep side. We're actually going to go back to the planet and then end it off from there, and then we will pick up on the next file. So, if you guys don't want to watch this next part, it's essentially just us going back to the planet. It's the same exact mission as the first time going to the planet. You don't have to get more rings or anything. So, you guys can go to the timestamp that should appear now, or that will be in the description, and it will take you to the newest part.
Great job, Fox! You saved the Snowhorn tribe and collected the Spellstone. But it's not over yet. You need to return the Spellstone to the Force Point Temple. Peppy has indicated that it is located beyond Moon Mountain Pass. I'm sure the Thorntails can point you in the right direction. Pepper out!
Alright, so once again we're going to fly this mission. I actually think I almost set a record on this file going through the first time. I just tried to destroy every single asteroid, so I'm going to see if I can actually beat it this time. But yeah, so something else I wanted to talk about. I don't know if, like, I haven't gotten any comments on my videos yet so far, but I was just wondering if any of you had any ideas on what games you wanted me to play next. There, got it, nice. Like, I have a couple ideas in mind, but I was just curious as to what you guys would want to see me play. I don't play very many team-rated games, or I don't play any M-rated games at all, actually. But yeah, I'm very, I'm very limited. I limit myself to what I play. So, and as I've stated multiple times, I want this to be more of a kid-friendly channel, so I will not be playing those games. So, here we go, we've ended the mission with 1290. So let's see if, I think my all-time score was like 1380. Whoa. Just kidding, it was way higher than I thought. 1535, dang, I didn't even set a record with my other one. That's absurd that I got that much. But here we have a very distressed Thorntail that is approaching our plane as we land. So let's see what this is all about.
You've got to help us. Those horrible shark claws put out our lovely beacons, and it gets too dark at night. We be scared of the dark.
Okay, stop crying. I'll see what I can do.
Don't forget about the Spellstone, Fox. You have to return it to the Force Point Temple.
Alright, so now we see that we have to help the Thorntail, so we'll do that in the next episode. So, this time, we finished up DarkIce Mines and we found the Spellstone. Next time, we have to help the Thorntails relight their beacons and find a way to Moon Mountain Pass. I will see you guys then.